Hey guys, hope you're all doing well today. So I'm going through cleaning, spending the weekend just relaxing, getting ready for the work week. Work has been extremely busy, so I'm hoping to get back into streaming more and vlogging more in the next week or two. The last few weeks have just been hectic as far as working out some kind of a schedule. But the weather, got some laundry going in the background. The weather is like 57 to 60 degrees right now. Look at this, this is beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, while taking off some of this stuff, light. Okay, so I moved into my bedroom to get a better look at this, but unfortunately when I took off some of the plastic that I had on my windows, the adhesive was a little too strong and it stuck to the paint and took some of the paint off. So I'm thinking sometime around spring, I'm gonna take out these blinds because they're really old, take out the blinds and refinish some of the paint on the trim. The problem is that because those windows are some of the original windows from when it was originally built back in like 91, they're not exactly energy efficient, and I kind of need something up there in the winter to block that cold air from coming in, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do next year. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys some of the process while I'm actually putting this box together for my Game Boy games. But if I didn't want this divider to go all the way to the top because it's just going to be a pain to get the games in and out of. But if you measure the game itself, and let's do metric just because it's easier, to the top of the groove all the way to the bottom of the cartridge, or the bottom of the groove to the bottom of the cartridge, is 5 millimeters, which is perfect because I need to be able to grab onto this grippy part of the actual cartridge. So I mark that off on here and cut it. What's cool about that is the access is actually the proper height I need to store Game Boy Advance games to get them up to the proper height. So this is actually coming out to a win-win. So it's actually the next day. I wanted to give that a little bit of time to dry and settle with the hot glue and go on to a different project. Today, unfortunately, something popped up. So on top of my dryer, I had to place a bucket of some kind. And I got that with my garbage bin. Got it placed against the wall because in my vent that I don't use for my dryer because I don't need to, there is a leak. You can't really see it without getting right in there, but right on the elbow coming into my condo, water is dripping in, unfortunately. It's not bad so far, but I gotta keep an eye on the edge of it because right behind that is an outlet. And before, there was actually water getting on the rim of the outlet, so I gotta be very careful with that. It's only 9:30 and it's supposed to rain until about 2 in the morning. So hopefully, that was actually a lot busier a little while ago and it's calmed down substantially. So I'm hoping it stays like that the rest of the night and maybe even stops. About 3 hours ago, it was basically every 3 to 5 seconds it was dropping droplets of water. And that scared the crap out of me, especially right above an outlet like that. So I got in contact with them and I'm waiting to hear back either tonight or tomorrow from the association. So I don't know, hopefully we'll hear back from them. I'm getting really excited about the weather though, because right now we're sitting at a thing where we can actually have like 40 to 60 degree days depending on the day. Like today it got up to like 48, 50. This past weekend it got up to almost 60 degrees in the area that I am in. So it's awesome. We're actually going to get a spring. Last year it went right from winter into summer and we didn't have a spring, which really sucked. I mean, there were places in Wisconsin that still had ice by the 4th of July, and that's unheard of. So I'm already getting pumped to do a whole bunch of projects. I think I'm going to see if my parents want to come over and help me paint the kitchen and work on the kitchen. I want to do the rest of the painting myself and knock that out. It's all small stuff. But once that's out, then we want to work on the kitchen. I'll get some pizza, we'll watch some Disney stuff, maybe some Godzilla, who knows. And then on top of that, my electrician, I'm thinking about having the lighting in the kitchen replaced, as well as the lighting here because there's an electrical issue with the bar lighting. And then I'm working on getting this replaced because that one is actually one of the 3 that was not replaced. The 2 in the bedrooms were replaced, that one wasn't. I don't know why. This could actually be like a really good year for getting all these little small projects finished. Man, when bad things happen, it's like Three's Company. It's like one thing after another after another. First was my electrical, getting that taken care of. Second was the water issue last night, which is going to be getting taken care of tomorrow along with the electrical work all at the same time. The third thing popped up today. I got an email, apparently was sent to me on the 8th or 9th, I think it was the 9th, from United Healthcare for their Golden Rule, which is their section of business that deals with insurance for single coverage things, not through like business or anything like that, and saying that I had a 72-cent payment that was scheduled for the 8th. I'm like, this can't be real. I wasn't going to do anything with it, and then I looked at my bank account, and sure enough, 72 cents was withdrawn. The thing that blows my mind with this is that I haven't had that insurance since 2017, like late 2017. Tomorrow I got an appointment that they're going to call me at 11:30 in the morning, and hopefully we can get this squared away. But anyway, on a good note, I wanted to show you the finished box for my Game Boy games. So let's take this top off. Voila. I really like this. It came out really well. I really like how they lined up with this. I was going to do it right up against the Game Boy game, but I like having a little bit of wiggle room in there just so I can actually, get the game out. It's not like it's tucked in there and it's not really hard to get out. If you notice, these are actually lower than the top. This distance from here to here, I cut that off and was able to use it over here to prop my Game Boy Advance games up, which came in really handy. Got a nice slot over here where I can have a few systems. Got my 2 Game Boy SPs, my original Game Boy, and maybe have some, like a charger or 2 in here. I may actually just take the Game Boys out and put them in a separate case, especially have them like actually being shown off in a way. But with this one, I may just end up putting the cords in this one, in this slot, as well as any other cables or booklets for some of the games if I happen to have any. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. I may actually take this over to my parents' house sometime in the spring and stay in it. I think it'll look really cool. But yeah, I really like it. Thumbs up. Alright, so the electric guys literally just finished up and headed out. That was actually really well. So the reason I had them come is because you pay so much depending on the size of your property, and they will do a clean sweep of the place, checking all outlets, all electrical objects, appliances, whatever, and give you an okay on them, or if they need work done, any kind of maintenance. And they'll look at the panel as well as any issues that you have currently going on, and they'll inform you of anything you can do. So all my electrical stuff passed flying colors, like it's perfect. There were a couple things that were loose, they just tightened them down and it's fine to go. My next big thing were these lights right here. The issue that I was having was that they were, when you turn them on, they got really hot, and after 20 minutes they would pop, or one of them would pop and turn off. What's happening is the light has an internal thing on it to kick off when it gets too hot. There was no breathable space in there and they were insanely difficult to get out. Once I got them out, they replaced them with different lights and they worked perfectly fine. LED lights, no heat resonating off of them. But other than that, I mean, it was awesome. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome from the electrical. The only thing I have left to do today is the roof guy is coming over in a little bit to take a look at the issue that might be happening with the leak that I got going on. So I'm about to close up shop for tonight and hit the hay and get some sleep, get up early, get my plane tickets and whatnot for my Disney trip. But I was just reading articles for the past like hour on the whole NBA shutting down for the coronavirus outbreak. Apparently a Utah Jazz player got the disease, or got the virus, and thought it was appropriate to shut down the whole season for this, which I think is a better thing on what to do. The hard thing is that it's not going to kill as many people as the regular flu. That's a given. It's not going to do that. The issue is things do need to stop in a way because we don't have any medicine to treat it. There's no cure for this as of right now, which is really unfortunate, which is why it's a novel virus, is because there's no cure for it. We don't know anything about it yet, other than how dangerous it can be and the fatalities that can happen because of it. So it can be anything from just a normal cough all the way to basically death. If I find out any more on the NBA closing or something like that, I'll inform you guys later. But I am tired and I need some sleep. I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, so I am out of breath. I'm sweating. I had to make a quick run to the store just to see basically bad news. My mom went to the grocery store and she sent me a picture of the store, and I'll show it right here. They are completely dry of toilet paper. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I drove over to the grocery store down the road from my place. Sure enough, I'll show that picture too. Both stores within the closest proximity to me. Maybe 2 miles for the one down the road and 6 miles to the one my parents went to. Both completely out of toilet paper. But apparently, because of all the shutting down stuff that's been going on, people find it acceptable to raid the stores of toilet paper. I'll give you a little hint. If people were more into keeping clean generally, instead of sneezing on everything and kids having dirty hands all the time, we wouldn't be in this kind of a predicament. The reason the coronavirus is spreading is because people just aren't being clean. They're not taking the proper handlings of themselves. They're not quarantining themselves. They're going out there and they're just willy-nilly spreading the virus. And now because of that, people have to have lockdowns. Countries have to go into lockdown, and apparently raiding toilet paper because I want to be Charmin clean. So I'm not a big believer that the stores are just gonna up and cut business like that, but I did want to plan a little bit. So double the thing of rice. I got my 4 loaves of bread. I usually get 4 anyway, and then I'll just keep 1 out and put the other 3 in the freezer till I actually need them. Got some soups, got some creamy chicken noodle, got some savory vegetables, some baked potato with cheddar and bacon bits. That one's gonna be good. And beef with country vegetables. These were on sale too, so I figured every now and then have a little snack, have like a few cookies, just to keep my sugar up. And just in case the rice gets a little boring, got some Ortega, spice it up a little. And I got plenty of water as well. But yeah, I really don't see the stores shutting down just because, I mean, people need these essentials like toilet paper, food, perishables. Like, people need all of this kind of stuff, so they're not just gonna up and quit business. There's gonna be at least 1 or 2 ways to get the stuff you need. So I'm not gonna blow this thing out of proportion. So it's quite a few days past the last video. I want to say the last video was shot on like the 12th. It's now the 17th. So quite a few days have gone past. This is just going to be a small ending video clip to put at the end of this video. Just to give you a short update. Basically the last few days have just been kind of getting this place geared up. I didn't overstock like a lot of people have been doing, just because I don't think it's the smartest thing to do. I mean, you're not... All the people that are going out there and basically hoarding items and clearing out stores, you're not a very good person for that. There are a lot of people, especially elderly, that need that a lot more than you do. I also hope that this kind of humbles a lot of people with the fact that we always tend to think that we're like the top dog on the planet and we have the money, we have the power, we have the authority, and then a germ comes along and puts us on the floor. I mean, so I hope this is a humbling experience for a lot of people. I hope we can also get back on track globally from this. The economy, education, stores, just in general. Like, there's a lot of stuff closing right now in Wisconsin. And I mean, the notion has been talked about at work. So we'll see what happens. And moving forward, I mean, I'm getting into a new hobby. I picked up some wood. I mean, you guys can't see because it's out on the table right now, but I picked up some wood and a new wood burner and some bits and pieces for the D&D box that I made before. I want to make more of a steampunkness to it, type of thing with some gears. So I picked up some stuff for that. I'll show that all in the next video. But I am going to try this weekend. I took off Friday and Monday of next week. So I'm going to have a 4-day weekend where I can just get into wood carving and wood burning and really take a deep dive into that. I want to try doing some things and seeing how it really is and try experimenting. So I'm really looking forward to that. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you all in the next video. I'm going to relax for tonight, watch some home improvement, pass out. So I will see you all later. Take care and peace out.